Hey guys, it's Beer Taster America, and guys, I'm here to do one that's way overdue. Guys, an old classic. Should have done it by now. Old English 800 malt liquor. Guys, it's Old E. You know, everyone's called it that back in the day. It's just Old E, but it's old with an E in it. Old English brand 800 malt liquor, 7.5% alcohol. I believe in different states or different areas there's different alcohol level versions of this, but I think the standard one is 7.5. At least here here in Arizona it is. Now guys, I'll tell you a story about this, but first off, just look at this. This is in a plastic bottle. I've always seen this in the glass bottle, and then it comes up to like a point at the tip. It's got a narrow opening where you drink out of. That's the classic glass one. This one is plastic, shatterproof. Now I'm not sure if they do that around here because we have some big reservoirs over here, and it's no glass containers allowed there. So everyone's drinking out of plastic or out of cans. You can't drink out of glass bottles up there. I guess because people will just shatter glass by the beach and areas where people want to use, so they banned it. But I'm not sure if I have to drink this out of plastic, because the guy said there was no glass. I asked him, is there glass? He said no, only plastic. So I don't know if all of them are plastic now or just in this area because of the lakes, and you know, the plastic would be more popular. I'm not sure, but this is plastic, shatterproof. Now let me tell you guys a story about Old E. About a year or two ago, it was the first summer that I was doing these beer reviews. I was up here and I was going to do 2 reviews that day. I was going to do Old E and I was going to do Colt 45. And I came out here, man, it was hot. It was like 105 degrees, 103 degrees, something like that. I think it was June. And it was hot. So I drank the Old E, did a review. I drank the Colt 45, did a review. I was feeling pretty good. So I said, let me climb up to those rocks up there. So it's not far, but you got to go down this canyon and scramble up to there. So I went up there and the sun was beating down on me and I was starting to feel real tired, kind of dizzy, and I hiked back down here. I came down here and my head was fucking swimming, man. I just passed out in that cave for like 3 hours, and then I woke up and drank a bunch of water and hiked out of here. But that combination of drinking the Old E and then the Colt 45 right in a row on a hot day, man, that messed me up, man. That gave me a headache. I had to sleep it off. I mean, my head was pounding for the rest of the day, man. And so I had such a bad impression of that day, I just erased those 2 reviews. I didn't even want to look at them. I don't want to remember that day. I just erased that and forgot about it. So it's been a while. I know I should have done this. I'm just only going to drink this today. Nothing else. And I'm going to do Old E 800 malt liquor review. So let me get into it. First, you can see the appearance. It's got like a copper color. It's like a very clear copper color. It looks like there's a lot of carbonation in it. The aroma. It's got a weird aroma. It's got like a fruity cardboard kind of aroma, like fruit and cardboard grain, like a sticky sweet kind of aroma. Alright, now the taste. It's not a bad aroma really, it's just weird. Now the taste. This is sweet and grainy. Got like a husky, grainy flavor, but it's real sweet. Almost like syrupy. It's got a weird taste, man. I mean, if you drink this, you got to drink this ice cold. You don't want this to warm up. That's why the glass bottle is better, because you get that glass bottle real cold, that sucker will stay cold for a while, but this plastic is thin. It warms up a lot faster. You want to drink this cold. Just cold, straight up out of the bottle. And this is one to drink quick, not to savor and enjoy. Guys, it's Old English. I think the purpose of this drink is if you don't have money to spring for a 6-pack, but you want to catch a buzz, you just pay like $3 and you drink this instead. And this will hit you like a 6-pack, man, because it's over the size of 3 beers, and it's real strong alcohol. It's like drinking 5 beers or something like that. And it's cheap, that's why people drink it. But it's not a beer, it's a malt liquor, so the rules are different. I think their alcohol level can go higher. I think there are certain requirements with beer that malt liquor doesn't have to follow. Like I think with beer, at least 51% of the grain bill has to be barley. It can't be more than 49% adjunct. I don't think the malt liquor has to adhere to that. I think malt liquor can go higher than 49% with the adjunct. Also, I think with beer, they have to use some hops. Even if it's just a little bit, they have to put some hops into it. With malt liquor, I don't think they have to. So I'm not tasting any hops, and I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't any hops in this. Old English 800. Generally speaking, malt liquors are just stronger than average beers with a high adjunct content. They're usually pretty cheap and harsh, although some of them can be decent and smooth. Like Mickey's isn't bad. Mickey's is definitely better than Olde. It's just, Mickey's tastes like Budweiser. This tastes like, Mickey's tastes like a malt liquor version of Budweiser. But Olde tastes like harsh and funky, man. There's something harsh and funky about it. But I'll say this, it's got character. I mean, it's got, for a malt liquor, it's got, you know, pretty good character to it. There's some character and boldness here, but overall it's kind of harsh. And that harshness, it comes mostly in the flavor of like, almost like alcohol, like a mild alcohol kind of flavor to it, and just a harsh, husky graininess. So, it's not great. The flavor isn't great, but it's not that offensive. It's not that strong. I mean, if you don't pay, let's put it this way, if you don't pay attention to the flavor and you just drink it cold and you drink it fast, you drink it just to catch a buzz, you know, it's okay for that. It's not going to kill you. You can do it. It's really not that bad if you only got $3. But I think there are better options. I think Mickey's is better. I think Colt 45 is better too. Colt 45, it's also harsh, but it's just a lot smoother than this. You know, it's kind of harsh and cheap tasting, Colt 45, but it's still pretty smooth and mild. This is a little bit more bold and funky and in your face and a little bit harder to drink. You got to really drink this ice cold, because the body on this is like borderline light and medium. It's not light bodied. Some of the other malt liquors are more light bodied. This is more borderline between light and medium. So it's got a little more body really than you want it to have. You just want this to be light and easy to drink, because it's cheap and high alcohol. Cheap ingredients, high alcohol. You don't want a lot of that flavor. You just want it to be light and easy to drink. You know, the flavor's not terrible. It's just kind of cheap and shitty. It's really, it's not terrible. You could drink this. I could drink this. You know, if it was a hot day and I was just gonna sit like under a shade tree by the lake and fish for catfish the whole day, whole afternoon, I could sip on this. If I could keep it cold in like a cooler in between sips, I could drink this and it wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't mind it. But I wouldn't go out looking for this, that's for sure. Guys, it's Old English, a lot of carbonation, light medium body, kind of grainy, harsh, husky, very sweet kind of flavor. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. It's been around a long time for a reason. I'm sure it will always be around for a long time. Guys, it's Olde. It's just okay. Old English. Enjoy.